Okay, recording. Hopefully it works this time. Time for my first match of the season against GreyEK. Warmed up by playing 6 auto match games earlier today, and I went 1-5, so feeling good. All right. If there was trashing, we could make a board, a deck using Royal Carriage and Nobles with some nice payload. But there's not trashing. So idle cursing looks pretty good, probably. Castles look pretty good at some point. And I'm not sure what kind of tricks you try to pull here or how much you try to build a thing. I mean, cellar is okay, sifting. Okay, Grey opens with a cellar. I really like to get things like idols and nobles. So yeah, I don't know. Gladiator is also a terminal gold if you have like a castle in your hand, which is okay here. Grey is maybe not opening a silver, so maybe Gladiator silver. Hope to pair it up with that. I don't know. I don't know. This is probably wrong. I'm going to open Humble Gladiator. Okay, that is a 5. Yeah, I think the idol makes sense. It's fine. Did not pair up my power combo of Humble Castle Gladiator. No matter. So if your opponent is playing idols often, then I guess Caravan Guard is like a peddler, which is pretty good for 3. That's probably better than silver, although, yeah, I'll take 1. Okay. let's go for an idle. I think the idle cursing is going to be good if you can get some in. This can be another idle. Grey gets a curse in. Yeah, I think this is fine. The cellar is quite good to have. Maybe my Caravan Guard probably should have been a cellar. Yeah, that's looking pretty good right now. Whatever, I don't need to share that thought other than with my listeners. Who's listening? Some people. A lot can happen here, but this is not promising. What's happening? Oh. She has 4, I guess. I would take another cellar, honestly. You want to light up those idols. So this will be another idol for me. Okay. Okay, I get to give a curse. I think I'm going to lose this curse war pretty bad, though. That might be a good boon. So it's 3-0 on cursing right now. Idle Cellar looks on this board like a pretty good opening. It says something about the board. Maybe if you win the cursing war really hard, well, by then the games, the piles are pretty low. Swamp's Gift is it's fine. I'll take a Nobles. This is fine. I'll take the crumble. Wow. I was hoping to hit, well, I guess I could with the right boon. Hoping to hit 6 the next hand so that if she takes the small castle, which is obviously very good here, I would be able to take the Haunted, which is also going to be good. Maybe I will get the small here. Yep. Let's take it. And I guess it's possible she could miss getting the Haunted. Or not care, something like that. This is pretty good. That could be a cellar. And a Haunted Castle. Actually, I think this is going okay now. Not the best. Still getting crushed on these curses. Oh, this is another curse. Well, I'm still taking one of those, at least one of the two remaining curses anyway. How many curses? So Grey has 2 curses. So yeah, that curse split is going 8-2 or 7-3, I'm guessing. You see wind. We have seen it a while ago. Wind's gift is like the best gift here. So yeah, gold is like better than what I would be buying anyway. This could be a seller or caravan guard. I'll go seller. I have a lot of curses. Nobles will just draw. I don't think there's a high chance of drawing my gladiator dead. Province seems good. All right, Wisp doing some work. That's not ideal. I think probably maybe Gladiator is still the best thing to buy for that price point. Oh yeah, so the cursing went 8-2. Yeah, so I think the 5-2 open was definitely good. My early caravan guard was not very helpful compared to what an early seller might have been. That's a regret that I have for sure. But my secret weapon is that she probably doesn't have a curse in hand. And I hit 6, so I could take a nobles. That brings the game a little closer to ending. So I will take a duchy instead. Don't know that I feel favored in the short or the long game. It's really hard for me to hit those big castles. Yeah. Take another seller. See what happens. Can't curse me anymore. I'm invincible. All you can do is just slowly win the game. Not that slowly. This should be Opulent Castle for me, I think. Grey could probably end the game faster by smashing that nobles pile. It's going to be hard for me to be hitting 8, 9, 10, I believe. I mean, if you're just not sure what to do, like, how bad can Province be? Sprawling Castle is also probably fine. You're probably getting at least one of those other castles, if not both. And I think Nobles is also fine. You probably empty the Nobles pile before I catch up. Tempted to resign, save my energy. This should be going faster. Probably just go ahead and take the sprawling. Well, I should have thought about what I would do here. Kind of unfortunate draw there. I'm going to hold on to the small castle. Okay, that's a good draw. So I would be sitting at 27. Maybe I should have taken that. I was hoping to buy that outright and then use a small castle to get one of the better ones. Ideally kings. Though she would not reveal the king's castle, of course. Alright, so this is going to be just over. And I don't even hit over. Can keep playing for fun. I assume that she can afford to buy a Nobles now. Okay. Well, we have trashing, and we have Horn of Plenty, and we have everything we need to go nuts with all of that. So we need to be careful how we do this. Hermit's good. We can do Hermit Night Watchman to get the Hermit on turn 3. Do you need Madman for the big turn? You really don't, because we've got all this other lovely stuff. So you want to get thin, get a little bit of draw, and get the Horn of Plenties going as soon as possible, because that's all your extra gains. Well, Hermit gains some stuff. Probably you don't play with Pirate Ship, although hitting your opponent's Horn of Plenty really hurts. I don't think so. Golem would be the only village. But there's, well, and Madman. There's not, unless you're using Hermits to pile, which I don't think you are. I don't think that's how it goes. Madmen are definitely good. So the other way, so you could also go plan Hermit. You could also just go Hermit. I think I'm going to go Hermit. A lot of options for how to start out. You could try something like Secret Passage Hermit Silver. I think you want to probably go plan Hermit Night Watchman, or Hermit Night Watchman, Hermit. Conspirator is another distinct card for Horn of Plenty. So you're going to get what, like, when you're buying provinces, you're going to have maybe Guide, Called, Secret Passage Lab, Conspirator, Horn of Plenty, Copper, Silver, Gold. If you even want to hit 8, maybe you get this thing going so fast that emptying like the duchies and some other thing piles. Triumphal Arch is some points. Probably doesn't matter. I suppose if you're using a Madman on your big Horn of Plenty turn, then you could use Pirate Ship as an extra distinct card. And like if you trash their Horn of Plenty and you're not ending the game, then it actually does something. Interesting to see if Pirate Ship gets any play here. I suppose Golem helps you get up the stuff for Horn of Plenty. As stupid as Golem is, it does do that. Grey opens with a guide. That's interesting. My second hermit misses. That's okay. Plan on the labs. Interesting. You have to buy them. So my goal would be to gain as many labs as possible with horns. Probably save this madman. I don't know that I want. I guess I need to plan something to trash the coppers, right? But maybe I'm going to plan uh, secret passages. Let's pop that. Save this madman. Take a silver. Well, obviously, I'd rather have a lab than a secret passage. Even though, so I'm kind of wishing that I planned lab. So I'm gonna get maybe copper, silver, hermit, secret passage, horn of plenty. Okay, well let's try horn of plenty. Oh, we've got guide also, but copper, silver, hermit, secret passage, horn of plenty is already 5, so I don't need to call the guide here. I can save that. So my horn of plenty misses. That's a 9. Maybe I should have called the guide. I would make sure that I see my horn. Oh no, but I was gonna miss. Yeah, no, it wouldn't have worked. Just a 9. I would like to call my guide and do nothing. Call my guide just to sit and play, but keep this hand. Just try not to cry too hard about bottom decking that horn. So I'm gonna draw a bunch of coppers, but also secret passages. I might be able to find my Horn of Plenty again. Not really. That's okay. I'm gonna get a Madman. And you know what? I am going to admit that I was stupid and move my plan. Yeah, this is annoying. This could be another Madman, though. Need to move on from the fact that I bottom decked that Horn of Plenty that turn. Well, at least I can gain a lab. She's way ahead now. I think I am going to pop that Madman. Two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I do need another. I could just. So I'm actually, if I've called a guide, I'm at 7 distinct cards. So the other one could be gold or even potion. If hermit, I guess conspirator would be the card. So there's 6 hermits in the trash. I've got 1 hermit here, 1 there in the supply. I actually I played 2 hermits last time, so I have 2. So Grey has at most 1 hermit. Um, and I guess I'm not sure how many madmen she could have. Oh, I guess this should be my only madman, so she probably has none. So looks like being able to empty the duchies is good enough, though. Or like empty the duchies. Maybe empty. I don't know. Maybe you empty the horns and just take a few points. It just sort of becomes like a. Maybe at some point you start doing weird stuff like buying a province. There's these arch points. So I should have like 3 secret passages and 1 lab, and I have 2 hermit. Guide. Guide would be the arch point. Guide. Okay. Do not need to call a guide. I don't believe. So just a couple of coppers down there. So Grey has 3 horns and 1 hermit, I think. Meaning she has and probably a madman. No madman. So there's no chaining hermits. So she just has 5 gains. So I can take 3 horns. If I take 2 horns, then I have 4. There are 3. Okay, if I take 2 horns, then there's 7 cards left. I decided that Grey has 5 gains, so I can take 1 more of those. So I could take a guide. So I think I'm safe to take a guide. You could also get 2 horns I could just get 2 horns and 2 madmen. Well, then I don't have the hermits for piles. Maybe. Oh, I can gain a hermit. If I gain that hermit and then 2 madmen, 2 horns, then Grey would have to take out the 3 horns and 2 guides, and that would have to be enough arch points. Let's see. So she would have 6 guides, 2 labs. So that would not do that. So that is actually safe, I think. And Madman is better than a lab for me. So I have 2 madmen and I have 3 guides now. Okay. So unless I miscounted things, Grey cannot end it with a win here. Which puts me in a pretty good position if I'm right about that. Ooh, okay. I have to take a lab, which gives you 3 more arch points. This should be a win here. Unless I really mess up, or I don't think it's possible for me to not draw the things that I need to draw with my 3 guides. Because I now have 4 horns, a hermit. So I have 6 gains. So I can end it and even take some points if I get everything. Another lab, I think, is more arch points, which forces me to make sure that I score enough. I think I have 3 secret passages. Is that right? Secret passage, secret passage, secret, yeah. So 1 secret passage is enough for me to tie those arch points. So let's see. If I have another lab is maybe Too many arch points for me to deal with. My four horns and Hermit give me 6 gains. But I don't think I can afford for one of those gains to be a province. I've got 3 coppers and a silver. Um, Maybe I have more coppers. I have 4 coppers and a silver, so that's $6. Somehow gaining a conspirator along the way would have been nice. A little confused by the duchy because I think that another lab would have been just as many points. Okay. So I'd like to line up everything. What are my distinct cards? Guide, Hermit, Secret Passage, Horn of Plenty, Laboratory, Copper, Silver. So I'm at 7 there. That's a bit frustrating. I can't gain and play anything else. To hit province with my Horn of Plenties. So this will churn through almost all of those cards. So I'll definitely hit a Madman. I don't need to call another guide. Mm-hmm. So I could just hold on to one of these madmen. What is that bottom card? It's not a guide. It could be a copper, but that doesn't help me. Having $7 doesn't help. It's not a Horn of Plenty. One of these secret passage thingamajigs should have been a now I should know what that card is. Maybe it's a copper. I don't think I'm playing this madman. But if I gain a silver with my hermit, then I have enough money in my deck to straight out buy a province. So what did Grey just basically took points in those labs. So Grey can end the game, which means I need to have enough points to make her not want to end the game. I have 4 guides and 3 secret passages. So one of these games would be a secret passage to get me up to 12. There's definitely just not a win, right? Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, if I had 8, that would be a win. The Hermit, which I'm certainly playing. The Hermit gains I mean, I had to get 6 points with, yeah, so that it just isn't happening. That's clear. I don't think she's getting more arch points with the pile out, so I just need to make sure I have at least more points than she does. So I could gain an estate, buy a duchy, gain a secret passage, then I'm at 16, and then gain some other stuff, good stuff. Yeah, I think the estate is good. Because one of the other things that I gain can be okay, so the secret passage should put me at, that puts me at 13. I'm buying a duchy to put me at 16. One of these games would be a conspirator, which puts me at province money and also at 7 distinct cards. Of course, I have to call a guide. I just have to call guides. I have to get a guide in play. So I have to call guides. I top decked that madman. So I'm going to swing back around. Of course, I only have 1 madman. Bit of an issue. Probably at least 1 lab is in order here. I don't think I want to lose a Horn of Plenty for that pile pressure. I also don't want to lower the labs more. Unfortunately, I can lower the secret passages. Yeah. Which also will give me more points when I drain the guides if I end it. So let's take a secret passage and a duchy. Okay. Oh, maybe she had a dud. Okay, I should focus on this game. What do we have here? There's like no real um, huh. Triumph is not that good. Unless you play like a million hordes, which you're not doing because there's, yeah. Um, Trying to sort of build up a little bit, and I guess you're like definitely playing with Exorcist. You want the Exorcist, which means the 5/2 is not great. Yeah, I mean Exorcist Dungeon would be so much better than Exorcist Cellar, which is probably what I have to open here. I guess it could be Steward instead of Exorcist. Um, yeah, not loving the 5/2. Well, you can get pretty thin. Okay, I guess probably Cellar Steward for me. So you can get pretty thin, and then what do? You you get like a couple hordes, and then like turn into this good money deck. Yeah, yeah, I could see that. Probably would have gone Steward Exorcist. So I'll try to trash 2 estates here. Okay. At least she doesn't get the Scheme Steward to line up on turn 3. Mm, whatever, I'm buying an Exorcist. See what the dungeon pulls out. Mm-hmm. What about Noble Brigand? No, that's pretty bad, right? Mm-hmm. I feel that horde. Um, cool. Um, hmm. Let's get an imp. Yeah, the horde is pretty good. Because as time goes by, gold is just as good as any other thing. There's not really a lot that you gain from trying to build draw, which is really hard. Obviously, you have to do it with Exorcist, and she's not playing with Exorcist. Bit annoying. I don't think I want to play the Exorcist this turn. So, because I have an Exorcist and she has a scheme in terms of the like differences in deck composition here. Of course, she has a distant lands and a gold, but I will have that as well soon. I don't want to trigger that. So I'll just play it like this. Take a distant lands and a gold and trash a copper. So I think that I am not in a terrible position. So at some point I can kill a gold and get a ghost, which is 2 more points for museum, and the ghost is also pretty good here, I think. Oh, Grey is playing with Exorcist now as well. Did not get that distant lands down. I probably do want to get the distant lands down. If I can find it. Maybe. And I don't find it. Okay, so we've each got 2 distant lands, and none of them are on the mats. Oh, she does have one on the mat. Okay. So how am I ahead besides that? Not sure. This is probably a scheme for the points, unless. So we think the distant land split is that important, or not? It could also be a second horde. scheme seems pretty good. It's also just a helpful card to have. I think gray is a little thinner. Okay, going for provinces. Let's actually. Let's get the ghost. So gray is at 40 if she plays all the distant lands that she's got. I am at 34. So down by that province. That province is the difference. One way of looking. Then she gets a ghost as well. Probably not playing this. So this would have been the good turn to buy the scheme, huh? I'm not really sure what to buy here. I guess the most useful thing is probably another dungeon. Imp is obviously fantastic to scheme. And then I guess I would scheme the seller. I mean, for the ghost, the imp is fantastic. I feel like I'm getting hosed here, though. Especially if she finds the ghost here. So I've got 3 distant lands total, I think. She's got 3 already on the mat, 1 in the deck, right? Yeah. So that we could go 5-3 in the distant lands. Not that that's the biggest thing, but that's what's happening. Now I gotta hope to do better on provinces. Okay, she ghosts the distant lands, which is not the worst thing that could happen. Let's get this distant lands down first, and then play the seller. Second ghost would be good. I want to play that dungeon, so let's keep going here. So yeah, uh, 3, 5. Um, Second ghost better than next turn. I hope I play a ghost. Maybe I just wait to get that second ghost. Yeah, let's wait. Scheme should be the imp. Okay, so gray is at 50 in reality because that uh, distant lands is gonna come down. It sort of feels like gray is ahead by the amount of having gone first. Like, not that that was the difference, but she still has about as much advantage of first player advantage. The fact that it's her turn right now. No horde. It's okay. I mean, I don't know how much gold you need. So I want to find the ghost. But I might not find it. I don't find the ghost, but I can get another ghost. Which I think is better than killing a copper. All right, this is starting to look bad. This is bad news. I've already got that ghost on that dungeon. Other ghost comes back. Uh, I mean, I'm down by 13 with 2 provinces left. That's pretty bad, right? Well, discard a bunch of golds. Okay. Oh, just nothing there. Hopefully there's something in there for the ghost to hit. Is she saying this is a terrible board? Um, Druid has Earth Gift. A 5/2 again. It's probably fine given that you're opening page. Probably page potion. This is pretty bad, I guess, because the curse, you can't deal with the curses. But you still build on top of whatever happens. You just really try to win the cursing split and then build on that. And I don't think you can afford to not open potion. You can also junk with Noble Brigand. But basically, you want to get the cursing, as many curses as you can in before people get their champions down. So getting champion down fast is big. To that end, like Familiar helps you get the curses going faster, but Alchemists cycle more. I still think Familiar, I mean, yeah, so Familiars become worthless after the potion, I mean, after the champions come out. I suppose you could try to do the Familiar thing. Well, so you're definitely trying to get your champion down, and then you could do a money-ish thing if you wanted. Okay, so skips the page at first. This should be a wishing well. Excellent. Not sure how many more familiars I take. She did skip the page, so that I mean, she waited until turn 3 for the page, so could get more cursing in because of that. That Druid is real good. The Earth Gift is really good. Which is to say, like, Workshop on this board is really good. Forgetting Wishing Wells. And okay, that took me by surprise. Okay. Well, these draws, I cannot complain about them. Out of water. Still copper is the most likely. Let's really pile it on, I guess. That should be my last familiar, I think. I guess Venture can help you cycle. I think the idea of Venture is the cycling, but it can also skip the cards you don't want to miss. I mean, it cycles you to your potion or something. I have one curse. So I am doing really well on the cursing. And I'm doing a good job wishing as well. Let's not trigger this shuffle. Okay, more venture. Okay, giving out one more curse is good. But getting the champion down is also good. Right? Or do I even care that much about getting it down? I just care about winning the curse split. So I'm also... Yeah, I don't want the hero to miss the shuffle. Okay. Okay. Not really sure how to play this. You can't activate the cities mid-turn. So the extra gains just comes from duplicate and Devil's Workshop. You can get mighty thin. I'm not really sure. Let's do plan raise. Okay. Then this can be a Devil's Workshop, I think. I don't think I'm drowning in curses if it takes me a little while to get my own witch, because the trashing is pretty strong. Mm-hmm. You could plan Sonovanto, plan labs, cities. Oh, I guess that's a thing you can do. Um, let's get really thin. Now I want to plan something else. Should I contest this city thing? Yeah, probably should. Hmm. Finding my gold would be cool. Like trashing the rays and drawing gold Devil's Workshop would be a really nice draw. I'm not sure about all the conclaves. I don't really get the use of conclave here. Oh yeah, it's not apprentice, it's raise. Okay. Let's take a silver and a sauna. See how that goes. Here, maybe I could take a witch. Not sure how good the witch is. So probably just trashing a copper with rays anyway. Um, one witch seems fine. It's a little bit sad if I'm drawing stuff dead. But I might not. I might just draw my money. Mm-hmm. Mm, points is probably bad. Kind of wish I had kept my plan on the raise. I don't know. Well, I guess the curse. Oh, okay. So, as usual, I forget that the curse pile is a pile, which makes a difference for city. Duplicate is good. This is bad. I will also take a duplicate though. And a sauna, I guess. I guess I have a lot of curses. This is not going well. Didn't I buy a silver? Is that my last card? It's frustrating. I'm going to hope that I trash a bunch of stuff on the way and take some points there. Horrible. Just absurdly bad. Let's just move on to the next game. Very nice. Okay. Okay. Let's do this. Mm. Mhm. Love it. Love it. Juicy. Look at that, and I get to buy something useful. I could buy a gold. Can't be as good as attraction. Uh, so those 3 cards are all copper? No. Oh, copper and 2 stewards. All right, copper, copper, steward. Um, do I keep an encampment? I think I do. Let's roll the dice. Yes. It's trash here. Take probably a werewolf. Okay. All right, let's end the recording.